Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
I think in general in the LPL and across the world really, especially in early levels, has been kind of just full clear. That's sort of your only option when you're playing these AP jungles. Oh god! Solo kill just gets wrecked. I think he just didn't realize Qingtian was about to hit 3. I think that's what happened.
Maybe that, but look at this.
Leave gets under the tower here, and Niket's tanking, forced to flash away. Leave low, but Hacker might go down to the tower here. Leave is looking for a second. Doggo as well. The tower hits onto Doggo, but he survives. The cash-in is there. Minions denied. I think
it's some early stacking going. We are going to be getting to level 6s now, so I think that's something to kind of keep an eye out on. JJ especially going to be a little bit more on the map. This is really awesome to see from EDG, even though solo kill. I feel a little bit of the brunt of the ire there in the top side. Oh!
So Qingtian locked up now with the Pyroclasm there as well. He's just going to burn up. Tried to get underneath the tower, but didn't realize he was being fully try their best. Qingtian moves up to stop Leave pushing, but with Leave on the top side, I mean, this is just going to be 2 Drakes for Ultra Prime, right? Leave can't TP. Qingtian doesn't have his online either, but Prime gets away from Yuakai. Depth charge.
No rocket jump.
A bit of a weird engage from EDG. Finds a hook though. Denied by Niket. And I mean, they've managed to find a lot of damage of EDG. They lost Brian. Hulks away. He's played very safe so far.
Fast.
I don't know, when your bum's wiggling like that, it gives you a little bit of extra air force behind you.
As Hacker rests on his haunches as he continues to farm up, that 5-man Requiem is going to be really difficult to deal with. We are in first items now for majority members too.
So Crying finally gets that tower down.
Here, even if it's harkens back to a couple years back in the relationship, but it is also a point where Ultra Prime have so much more to play
but either
for.
way, he certainly stepped up today. And he's looking to get himself a second tower. That's a lot of gold that's just being funneled into this Corki. Crying could be a real problem.
Used in the mid lane, though, by JJ, so they're trying to get this out of turret and move to that objective here.
All right. Tier 1 down. Drake to start that one off. You can see up in the top side, Yuakai is going to grab the tier 1. So we've traded
tier 2
in terms of towers, but EDG still have their tier 1 up in the mid lane, which is just so valuable in terms of controlling the map. And once again, EDG step up, clear this wave, and move back towards the Drake.
TP plays are still up and available. Won't see that necessarily pulled off just yet. Solo kill did go to answer over in that split lane push by Yuakai. EDG in the end, though, they're going to get that dragon. So denying that early
time being is if they can beat EDG 2-0 and WE beat IG with any score, then Ultra Prime will qualify. And if they beat EDG 2-1 today and IG beats and WE beat IG 2-0, then Ultra Prime will qualify. There we go. We've run through it all. Qingtian
got it.
Caught out in the bottom side, and Ultra Prime just see that as a go sign. Qingtian gonna buy as much time as he can while the rest of the team run at the Baron. TP now to the top side as Leave wants to try and stop this in its tracks. 3K on the Baron. Ultra Prime, they look like they want to commit to this one, but the smite's not there, and Crying gets the Baron. It's a kill onto Hacker, and it's a disaster for Ultra Prime.
How dare you try to take the treats out of the mouth of a corgi. Crying, he's at 0-0-0, but he might have just had most of the impactful play of the game so far. As the Baron taken by EDG, they're also gonna get another Mountain Dragon, a tier 2 in mid lane, and they have just blown open this lead. Wink's even gonna find a little engage on the Yuakai, who doesn't have a lot of mana, but the Baron buff is up here and they can continue pushing.
Ah, what a way to go for Ultra Prime, because I feel like that's such a huge goal. Really in their own hands anyway, but
it's even more out of their hands. It's in like a second other person's hands. Yeah. I don't know how you go further into that.
In some ways, it is in their hands, in that if they win this series, they keep it alive. If they lose this series, they are just out of the running. So it's in their hands to some extent. Solo kill just gets a huge trade onto Yuakai. True shot barrage. Flashed away from at the last possible second there by Yuakai. Yuakai having a rough game for himself on the Tristana.
where are these flashes of brilliance coming from our teams? I mean, EDG are on a little bit of a run here. Obviously, this is their last series, but I think the fact that we're seeing some really big step ups from some teams that have been struggling in these last couple of days is the LPL.
With EDG, it brings up the question to me, like, how much was this a mental thing? Was this just the pressure now that they're out of the running suddenly? They can find these fights, although, I say that, Wink has gone down, but it'll be 2 inhibs anyway. So I think EDG will be happy. Sacrificing a Nautilus for 2 inhibs. Take that trade any day of the week.
In the right positions to be shot callers in Wink and JJ. So really love to see them utilizing this as well and playing off some of the strengths they built for themselves early on in this game. But look at this.
Doggo got a cash in off the back of that. He's still only 2.5 items and his top lane is dead, so I don't know how much it's really going to influence the game.
Gonna take it to the bank and invest it because it's not going to last long.
I think he's not spent the gold just yet because he's out of mana. I assume he's going to head back now. Quickly try and pick up a third, maybe even a 4th item, honestly, if he's not recalled. Look, he's actually ahead 2,000 in gold. Would just be rapid fire cannon picked up. Okay, there we go. Noon Quiver as well.
Wow.
So he was sitting on like 3,000 gold basically. I don't know if that's really going to be enough for Ultra Prime. They need some kind of miracle to win the next fight.
So that's the difference between these ADCs chosen by either side. We have seen what Corki and Ezreal can do, and they're putting the siege on thick here in the top side. They want to end this game, Munch.
Well, EDG, they played a pretty slow. Absolutely no risks in this one. It might even be
Wink maybe a little bit of risk.
Well, you say that. Like, how can Ultra Prime even punish him? They know Yuakai's in base. They know that Qingtian's bot. Like, even if Doggo's there, Wink's pretty tanky at this point. I feel like he's fine to just walk into the enemy jungle pretty much with impunity.
As we see him do right in front of our very eyes, it is to the Baron, and this could be the nail in the coffin for Ultra Prime in this game, #1. They wanted a clean one.
I mean,
and we'll still be able to take it out here, but it's unfortunate that now the siege is going to be even harder.
I'm a little disappointed in Ultra Prime that they needed to just fight at some point. Hacker still a ways away from that death cap.
I'm a little worried for Hacker's damage count after this one. We might need to black that one off the screen, but here we go.
Requiem comes down. Might be the first one I remember seeing of the game as Wink is chunked. He's burning. The shield comes through at the last second.
It doesn't matter.
Look at that. It's an absolute wash. Clean ace for EDG. And Ultra Prime left spinning.
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
First, so that he could path away from the strength that Ultra Prime were representing the bot side. Ends up going to the enemy jungle over here, but Hacker looking for a play on the other side again.
Leave the target, flashed on, rooted, will be taken down. That's a cash-in for Doggo as well. A kill for Wink, but it does not matter. Smolder is denied his wave. He does have TP, but still.
He's in the cat on the other side well as well. But we're looking all bodies down bot side here. Hacker has returned to the well.
We're going again. Leaf doesn't have his flash. He's going to be rooted. He's going to be finished off. It's a kill for Hacker this time around, who's trying to flash away to safety, but he goes down himself. Here comes Yuakai. Re-dive would be difficult, though. Doggo's cutting off the wave. Another set of minions on their way. JJ just desperately trying to clear as fast as he can. I think EDG will survive.
It does come with a little bit of payback there, but they are able to get the opposite side play now as we go back to live.
I think the nice thing for EDG there is, A, JJ gets himself a kill. It's always good to be ahead early on the Nidalee and just kind of evening up for the fact that Hacker got the kill on to leave. But also the fact their way, solo kill is just going to pull the wave so that the next minion wave arrives. Yuakai realizes he's got to get out and Dodge tries to TP! Every bit of CC thrown and none of it lands, and it means Ultra Prime get the top tower and they pressure mid.
Oh my god, 1,000 possibilities and only one that mattered. Yuakai, he gets a massive play here, gets the first turret on the top side, stops any more gold from going on the bot side. They will lose some more plates here, but Ultra Prime with some map moves and now on mid lane.
Wing forced to flash away by the Stranglethorns. They got the top tower, and they're actually pressuring the top tier too. Ultra Prime are just buying time in the mid lane here. This is not real pressure. Solo kill TP's up, but it's too late. Yukai and Qingtian.
1,500
gold up. There's a 1,500 gold lead for Qingtian as well. As a minor lead for Yukai in the mid lane. That'll be a second Drake for EDG. Last auto, the hacker can't steal the blue buff. That was a control ward committed by Nickit as well to try and make that happen. Doggo's desperate to finish this tower. It's low. And with Qingtian here too, that'll be all three tier 1s taken as Yukai finishes the bot lane.
Existence. Good denial from side of Ultra Prime to kind of get them away from that one. But still, really big pickups from EDG.
Whenever there's a smolder on the screen, if you can get yourself a cheeky engage, it's often the play. Doggo, he cleansed a second too early. He got stunned anyway. And in goes Wink to try and start the fight, and down goes Wink after the fight starts. Qingtian misses the ultimate, but still gets the kill. Solo kill by Space in the backside of the play. This is an absolute mess of a fight, and it ends 2 for 2. Well and truly in control of the area.
And you love to see that. We have to keep reminding people how much is on the line for Ultra Prime. They need a win in this series no matter what. It sucks that they lost that first game of the series, but they still control their fates here, at least tonight, and they need to pull it back against EDG, who have nothing left to play for, who have at times in this split been a catastrophe on the Rift and off the Rift, and now the fact that EDG have got a single game win over them and being able to kind of push them to the edge, it's turning a little bit more chaotic than we expected.
Doggo's just going to solo the Drake.
Bloodthirster, baby.
Yeah, he's got Bloodthirster, as you say. Too easy. And his Infinity Edge, not far away either.
Second game, they're going to use those resources right now to just force a Baron, though.
Baron started. Mom called, but it does pretty much nothing. And Niket looks for an engage instead, but Niket is gone. EDG find the first kill of the fight. Qingtian close to Megan off. Close isn't good enough. Stranglethorns to try and disengage the fight. Solo kill. Realizes he's gone too deep for this one, but the all-out Qingtian flips it. And Ultra Prime are getting taken apart. EDG with a 2-0, punishing the Baron attempt.
The all-out in the middle of the Mega Gnar. That's huge. I mean, I don't think...
Slowing things down as much as they possibly can. They got the first 2 Drakes, so there's no Drake win condition anytime soon. And now trying to TP onto Qingtian. A flash to get the slow from solo kill. Crying, moving over as well. Qingtian forced to flash it in the meantime. Doggo is caught on the top side. Leave gets some damage down. The
225
to find one. Doggo low but not going down. It's a pick on the top side for Ultra Prime. Commitment from Wink and Leave there, thinking that they could just one-shot Doggo, but unfortunately 4 players were there for Ultra Prime, so it just ends up being Wink going down.
It's just numbers.
Look at Wink as a pick. Attacker finds a route in the jungle. I don't think it'll lead to anything as another attempt.
Not again.
On Qingtian in the bottom side. This time around though, no flash for Qingtian. He tries to turn it around onto Leave. Leave should be able to out-damage it, but Qingtian actually just walks away again. He somehow keeps surviving these side lane plays, and now Ultra Prime use that pressure to try and take over the top side. Leave has TP as well as in goes solo kill and out goes solo kill. Barely surviving.
He's dead.
And the laser will finish the job. Ultra Prime, they find themselves a pick, but with Leave here, I don't think they can commit to a Baron Solar Flare onto Yukai. EDG have done enough to dissuade the play.
They have. They are losing side lane now. Trying to find an answer into that one will be important. But honestly, Ultra Prime, the split second turns onto the Baron as soon as they see any side lane play coming down onto Qingtian. I think it's been a really good series of events for Ultra Prime. Even if Doggo's been getting caught, their decision making is starting to shine through a little bit.
They could have another chance here with Qingtian having TP, but Cryan moves down to match. Oh yeah, they are just going to start this one off again because there's no vision in here. Okay, blue trinket comes in. JJ over the wall. This is a little
low here.
It's a little dicey for Ultra Prime, honestly. Health bars are low. JJ is in the area, so it could end up being a 50-50. They're being poked away, and Leave is here on the smolder. Big damage on Niket. He has to flash to safety. We're going to have a 50-50 in the pit. Hacker is at the back of the pit, but JJ is the one to get the Baron. Cryan goes down to Doggo, but Leave has the damage to find the execute. One more axe would do the job, but he dodges the laser, and solo kill finds another one. Yukai stepping up a solo kill, tanking, finds the Q3, trying to survive in the spear this way. It's a kill for Leave as well, importantly, onto Hacker. Like, Leave getting any kind of gold at this point in the game is dangerous for Ultra Prime. Remember, if Ultra Prime lose this series, they are out of playoffs contention. This series means nothing but pride to EDG.
Oh my god!
Oh my lord, that damage! Mom flies in and sets up for leave. Cryan arrives, and EDG, their last series of the split, they want to go out in style.
And they're doing it. They have carved this lead back from Ultra Prime. They're only down a couple thousand now. They have taken advantage of every misstep that Doggo has had. And now they find themselves a soul, a Hextech soul on top of that. I think I feel the tides have shifted. And I think I start hearing the tears weeping for Ultra Prime.
Ultra Prime have been ahead almost this entire game, and in fact, in terms of gold, they are still actually ahead by 1,000. And yet, EDG have held on long enough. They've called the bluff of Ultra Prime. They've answered every single play Ultra Prime have tried to make. And now, with Baron, with Soul as well, and with a stacked up Smolder, they look to try and break the face of Ultra Prime.
It can't end like this for Ultra Prime. They were so close to holding their own fate in their hand. They were so close to not being drugged down to the dirt like EDG. And we'll see if they can get themselves out of this one. The Baron is still up for 20. They are sieging down so heavily, and this is going to be lasting damage to Ultra Prime's base.
Hacker caught by the solar flare.
Oh!
Just burnt to a cinder. That's what happens when a dragon meets a plant right there. Cryan the one to finish the kill at the end as EDG moved to the mid lane. I think that might be all she wrote. EDG managed to find a little bit of redemption. It's too late in these fights. That's not been quite as visible as, you know, when Smolder gets the executed, it's pretty clear to see. Hacker forced the flash away. Some big damage onto him. Goodness. I don't know if there's any more follow-up available, really, as the spear goes wide for Jitty. And man, it's just so sad for Ultra Prime that it might end like this after things started so well for them. Feels like it's slowly but surely falling apart. In the placements in Group D, it looked like they were going to be one of the teams to make it into Group Ascend. But NIP, Weibo managed to redeem themselves in that group and find their way into the upper group. And Ultra Prime, unfortunately, struggling now in Group Nirvana against the ropes. At least the positive side is they won't have a really stressful IG versus WE tomorrow because it won't matter at all to them. Cryan just trades his life. Man. As Ultra Prime desperately trying to hold on to their third inhibitor. 1-for-1 there. The inhib will fall though, and I think the Nexus might be next.
It's looking like the doom spiral for Ultra Prime. They got so close to the sun, but ended up being burned. Qingtian can't find another one.
What can you do? They're just clearing waves, and to be fair, they're pretty good at clearing waves at this point. It does feel like EDG is sort of struggling.
Has that ever been the case?
Yeah, he's not had a fun time, has he? That's Baron though for EDG.
Play out these minions, but you got the TP in bot side from solo kill. And it's the singing of the EDG. They are sitting in the mud and they are grabbing the ankles of Ultra Prime and pulling them right down into it.
That crab mentality, and they kept feeling the claws. EDG charge on forwards. The peak of evolution is the crustacean, and EDG going full crab mode today as they pull Ultra Prime back into the bucket. Neither team will make playoffs. EDG have decreed as the Nexus will fall a small.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.